Hello, good afternoon. It is Monday the 2nd of February. It is transfer deadline day.
Come on.
And very much like when Jim White used to put his yellow tie on, transfer day would not be a thing that would be up to any kind of level if it wasn't for Mr. Cosgrove getting in here.
Just roll me out on transfer deadline day.
On deadline day. However, I don't think you will lose it today because I think Everton will actually bring a player in.
Yeah.
I mean, he's literally having a medical.
I was going to say,
So,
I mean, breaking news.
hang on, can we go back a year? We had everyone confirmed Charlie Alcaraz.
Don't even get me started on that. Jesus Christ.
Everybody confirmed Alcaraz 3 weeks before, and Everton put it out at midnight. Or
They had to
whatever.
ruin it for us, didn't he?
But,
he took the jail to that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But it's a bit of a mad one, isn't it? But listen, just before we get into the deadline day stuff, I'm not going to talk about your games of fucking paddle, which you're obsessed with. You and Big Benji obsessed with each other, playing paddle, looking at each other. Probably got pictures of each other on your bedroom walls.
Have you been in mine?
I've seen it, yeah. Joanne sent me a picture going, I've been binned for this fella.
No, you've just been moved along.
Yeah. Now, what have you made sort of Everton overall? Because I know obviously you've been in a few times, haven't you? It's been all right.
Yeah.
What have you made right now? Because Everton are still, even though we've had bad injuries, suspensions, and we've stopped winning. You know, we've won one. Well, we have. We're unbeaten, I think. I mean, basically, we're unbeaten in 4, aren't we? Or 5 now, which is, if you want to spin a real positive, since Brentford. Sunderland, I don't include, because it was a 1-1 draw. And B, it was the FA Cup, wasn't it? So if you Premier League, we lost to Brentford and we haven't lost since. And we've had Brighton and Villa away in that. Mm-hmm. But we're very much still in the European hunt,
somehow,
whether or not Everton end up getting there, but they're right in the mix still. Yeah. So, I mean, what have you made of it overall?
I think both yours and Ped's description of Moyes is the 70-30 manager.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's how I feel about the season, where we're in there. I'm still within a chance because of that 70%. And that's why we're in there. And part of me, when I'm losing my shit, is forgetting that 70% is why you're there. But then that 30% is so frustrating.
It's tantalising, isn't it?
It's so frustrating. But it just takes you back. It was exactly the same the first time round, where you get team news and you go, what the hell's he doing there? Still exactly the same. The last 2 have absolutely blown my mind. And again, you can step away and go, well, on the cold light of day, they're not bad. No, they're garbage because they were there. The 2 teams we played on the day. And this is how I look at it, is when you're playing a team on a day, Brighton were awful. They won 1 in 10. They were goddamn awful. And we just set up horrendous, absolutely horrendous. Zero width. There was no creativity. There was nothing about what we did. We were obviously going in full Sean Dyche, whether you like it or not. We were going full Sean Dyche. If Sean Dyche had come out and set us up like that, the fume would have been 10.
2.5 years.
Well, yeah, would have been, well, not if you didn't go quite 4 centre backs. Like, the fume would have been 10 times.
Ben Godfrey and people like that, at right back and left back. And
yeah, but we never had 4 at once.
I think we probably.
I don't.
Carlo had 4 at once as well.
Yeah, but Carlo's Carlo, isn't he? He made it work. But I think it was. So in terms of where
no choice with Branthwaite.
Of course,
he had to play Branthwaite.
But having no Asno on the bench is mind blowing.
Going alone, isn't he? No,
still mental
Mike,
to me.
I'm not.
And then this massive age to just get Michael Keane back in the team. Great. Forget look, you'll have people in the comments saying Michael Keane's been better than Tarkowski. That debate's very close because, to be fair, they've both not been great. They're both just they've just been average, both of them. But we know Tarkowski's got a better level, so we've seen it. And to shoehorn him back in and then move that Jacob Brien. I can't watch Jacob Brien at right back anymore. I can't. What? I'm not saying Patterson's tore up any trees, but he's been solid, been steady, and he's given us shape. And to lose that shape, certainly when you're playing Harrison Armstrong on the right, I mean, there's just no width. And then the player on the left's an inverted winger. And then you've got a centre-back playing left. I mean, it just mind-boggling to me. But then, like I say, looking at the wider season, we're still in there because of the way he does come up with stuff. But I would argue, and I've replied to Ped a couple of times on Twitter, where he said, Moyes masterclasses, all Moyes' masterclasses have been when he hasn't had a choice. When he has a choice, he doesn't create a masterclass. That's my issue. Is when he's forced into things, they have, you know, they work. But we all know they'd work. But he only does them when he's forced into them. You know, like we'd never have played Nathan Patterson in a month of Sundays, and it's we can all see it, but he can't, and it's that frustrating that it's there. Then the caveat to that is, like I say, is that we're there because of the 70% of good stuff that he does. You know, you're always going to be in challenging and in with a chance. If he can just let that little bit of shots off, it'd be so liberating. Because, you know, I know part of it can be like, oh, just chuck all the young players in and stuff. Look, it wouldn't work. He knows how to set up a Premier League team. He knows the tangibles that you're going to need day to day. That us as fans ain't going to quite fully appreciate, you know, like what
we
is
don't
actually...
see these lads every day, do we?
No, but we also don't know what it is that you...
What's the level, what
you fully need all the time on the pitch at Premier League level. So from that side, but it's just that. So that's where I'm at, where it's a frustration, but the frustration's there because of the good job he's done, which is mad. Yeah. So, that's...
Oh, well, it is. You're right. No, you're right.
It took me 10 minutes to say a 30-second thing, really.
It's fine, because that's what it is. It is frustration, because if we've done so many good things and got to the position that we're in, and then it's like, it's there for us. It's there. The league's very ordinary.
Very ordinary.
And it was very ordinary last year.
The team top of the league's top goal scorers own goals with 5. The team top of the Premier League's top goal scorers own goals with 5.
But that's, if you look at
our league.
Liverpool last year.
No,
they
garbage.
Weren't great last year. They were just what Arsenal had this year. They just went every week and got the results. They were just consistent. Everyone else fell on the swords, and that's what's happening this year. It's obviously spread wider, which is why when you look at us, even when we've won games, we've still got about 6 teams to 8 teams level with us. We're all doing the same kind of things. We've done incredible considering where we were a year ago. Moyes has done an amazing job where we were. We've won. No one's won more away games than Everton. Arsenal done the same, and they're about to win the league. He's done amazing. But
it's a mad one.
He's also frustrating. He really is frustrating. I'd have never left Patterson out at the weekend, ever. No, whether or not I like him, I don't know. Moyes likes him, he doesn't. And if David Moyes sees him every day and thinks he's not what we need, fine. But it changes the way we play, and he gave us width. And what was the bit? Even though I thought Michael Keane had a decent game Saturday, nothing against Keane, but what's the obsession of putting him back in? He's been out for 3 games. Wasn't playing very... People will have prejudices with Keane, of course, and maybe I've got some because I've just seen too many things over the years. But every independent scoring app, if you like, or metric, James Tarkowski's way above Keane. So all I'm saying is we can be prejudiced, can't we, what we see? But people who are scoring it independently on what's being done, Tarky's way above Keane in the ratings. I mean, therefore, overall, Tarky's been better, which he has been.
I mean, we know Tarkowski's better and can be better. So we know that. Has Tarkowski played at the level that we'd want? No. But is that in turn because of not having the partner and that bit of pace alongside him?
He's been very good alongside O'Brien.
Because he's got some pace. So it's mad because O'Brien's, I'm going to say pace for centre-back. The pace that he has got is sort of not well used at right-back, but it's excellently used at centre-back.
Yeah, so he's powerful, isn't he? So that pace with that power, it's hard to get. So that's why they have so many clean sheets when he plays.
Yeah, so it sort of just fits. But
just to thingy, this isn't about Keane either. If he wanted to play Keane and Tarkowski, put O'Brien on the bench.
Yeah. But
on Saturday, but leave Patterson where he is. He's a right back.
Because the last few games they've looked without this. Again, this isn't against Keane or like a Keane bashing thing. But while he's been suspended, we've looked more solid, haven't we? Defensively, that's just a fact.
But if he thinks I'd rather Keane centre back than O'Brien, okay, make the decision, but leave Patterson for now. Yeah, because he's a right back. We always knew, and then when Branthwaite's available and you've got a left back, you can, Saturday we would have been a bit more expansive. Though Branthwaite did quite well because he's a great footballer. 3 centre backs and a real right back, fine. I don't love it, but fine. Then it'll go to a real left back and 3 centre backs, won't it? Because O'Brien's going to play over, unless they do a deal today with Norton Toffee, which is bobbling around. I don't know whether that'll happen, bouncing around. No. In all fairness to Mick, he hasn't said it. Romano said, I'm just saying whether or not that happens, right?
Yeah.
But playing 4 was a bit thingy. However, Everton were garbage in the first half, and second half they were the better team. Missed chances, and that's the story of the season.
Just two poor teams. It was an awful game of football. Oh, absolutely atrocious. Watched it and just thought this could be relegation. Two relegation teams.
I don't know if you've seen the teams down the bottom.
Well, no, actually, no, I haven't, because I can't. If I can't stand watching Everton, I can't stand watching them as well.
Mind you,
Leeds played us off the park for 45 minutes,
and then we're lucky it wasn't 9-1 in the end.
I wouldn't go that far. We had about 3 shots on target or something, but yeah, I think
they only had 1 on target.
No, was it?
I know, but then.
They
were too energetic for us in the first half. Once we changed it, they couldn't get out their own box.
But the form. But again,
that's football. That's what this league is like. League's just grim.
So poor to watch.
Look at Wolves. The Wolves game. Everton should have been 4-0 up before Wolves equalised. Then Wolves should have won it.
Yeah,
that's just the way the league is. You know, you look at it. You're looking at it going. I mean, I watched West Ham when I was editing all my stuff on Saturday, and at half time, West Ham should have been 3-0 up.
Yeah.
Second half, it could have been 9-2 to Chelsea. That's just the league. The league's just berserk. Newcastle could have been 2 up at Anfield, and then the next one they lose 4-1.
Yeah. City against Tottenham.
City and Spurs could have been out of sight and ends up. So that's where it is right now, isn't it? And you go, what do we need? It's goals. What we need, we can't score a goal.
But again, it feels what's frustrating is it feels back to that dice side where we just.
Does it? Yeah.
No. In the aspect of where we can't create chances. So when Moyes first come in, he made an absolute mockery of dice because he literally come in and we were creating chances left, right, and centre. So even if we're not scoring goals, I can take that, but we're not creating chances.
No.
Anyone that's getting on Barry, honestly, you don't understand. The lad doesn't miss chances. We don't get any. Doesn't get any. You know, can he hold the ball up a little bit better? Yeah, but we didn't like having Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So that's that type of striker. He's a different type of striker. But we don't create chances. No. And when we do, he looks quite threatening.
It's like having a goalie. It's like having a goal Pickford. We're letting 4 goals in every game.
Yeah.
Going, is it really Jordan Pickford's fault though? Because the defenders can't. You know, I know we've got good defenders, but it is that kind of thing. You look at your keeper and go, keeper's crap. And you're like, well, there's players just 2-on-1 with them all the time. We're going to keep them. You know, and that's the same with Barry. Is that we don't create chances. Can he do more? Absolutely, he can.
Yeah, of course he can, yeah.
I mean, on Saturday, he still created the best chance of the game for Dewsbury Hall. I love Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. It's been great. We should have buried it.
Yeah.
Puts us 1-0 up. Personally, I think Everton going to win the game.
I think so, yeah.
But he misses a great chance. If it had been the other way round, people would have been all over Barry for it because it was a gilt-edged chance from Dewsbury Hall. But Barry created it.
Yeah.
You know, and we don't give him chances. If he was missing 3 a game, I'd accept people going, he's not good enough, he's this, he's that.
I saw people going, like, when Beto scored, it was like, oh, but would Barry have been there? Well, yeah.
Of course he would.
He's in the middle of the 6-yard box, like, of course he will. But no, I think at the minute, it just looked painful for us to try and create opportunities. We looked devoid of ideas.
I don't understand why we don't shoot. That's. I said on Saturday, we're averaging just over 3 shots on target a game. A game.
And you got people that can hit the ball as well.
You're like, why aren't
James Garner, Dewsbury Hall should be getting shots away, shouldn't he? Yeah.
I don't get it. I am surprised that Moyes not sort of.
But what gets me is obviously, and I think we've gone over it before, but you know, Moyes the first time round was all about fullbacks getting to the byline, cutting balls back. I mean, I don't know if you've seen West Ham's. I think it was the second goal when Wan-Bissaka gets right to the byline and cuts it back. Finish. Yeah, it took it on the bounce, and it was class. And I'm thinking, I just love a time where our right back was stood there. Jesus Christ! But that's how you create chances. I mean, I don't understand why Moyes doesn't seem to see that. Even if you've got a limit, you know, more limited player in Patterson, as in, you know, he's not quite what he wants or whatever, but he almost feels like he's cutting his nose off to spite his face with it. And that goes into 30%. That's just frustrating. I tell you what frustrated me as well was changing that midfield up to Chuck Garner again straight after the AFCON against Leeds. That was mental. He's 37 years of age. He's just been travelling to Africa. You know, played 120 minutes in the final.
Played every game.
Yeah. And we just played Villa. And the reason we got, one of the main reasons we got that victory was that the midfield 3 were absolutely superb. And he's changed it up. And since then, Milner hasn't played a minute. No. I don't understand.
He said he was excellent that day.
He was close to being man of the match.
What was mad about the Leeds thing was it wasn't even so much in putting Garner back in. Although when I was going through what he had played, he would have been sub for me.
Yeah.
But what was mad was he even changed the way we played against Leeds. He played Armstrong as a number 10 almost.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
But he's out the game.
Yeah.
Leave him where he was against Villa and just let them buzz about. So he has got that.
It feels like the best. See, this is what I'm saying with Moyes. What frustrates me is when he's forced to fall upon something, we perform. When he's got a choice, it doesn't work. Like I feel like at the minute now, and it's not on Idrissa Gana Gay. It's just the type of midfielder he is. It's that we're better when he's not in the team in a midfield perspective because of the flat three. You can go the flat three and it functions better without him in it.
Function with him in a flat three, but he doesn't do that. What he does
because he's not disciplined. But he's not disciplined. He goes here, there, and everywhere, doesn't he?
Does that even...
But James Garner looks a 10 times better footballer without Garner Gay, and it's not a slight on Garner Gay. It's just the type of midfielder he is. He goes wherever he wants to go. He puts out the fires, and he's been unbelievable. And he would still have a massive part to play off the bench for me. You bring him on in certain situations, in certain games, you drop him in. But you just seen that progress in that midfield, and you just think, Juice be all, James Garner, and then another, whether that be whoever's performing best, Harrison Armstrong, Merlin Roll, Tyrrell Boone, and then obviously, then you've got a Garner Gate for certain different setups. Yeah. But if you're playing that setup from the start, it feels...
I think we're better with three in midfield rather than...
That's it.
Because I don't think we do.
Well, the 10 doesn't do anything because he doesn't support the striker.
We don't do all any favours when we play him that high up. Like on Saturday, he was too high in the first half.
Totally agree.
And then he dropped back and was deeper and got us playing.
And he was good deeper because he was forced to play him deeper when we had no midfielders. This is what I'm saying. It's like, this is what's mad with him, is masterclasses or when he's forced into those masterclasses.
He has produced some big results.
We have, but I just think, like I said,
I just
think he gets
in his own way.
When he's got choices, it's worrying because he makes a lot of mad ones.
I think a lot of managers do that.
I did not expect to see that lineup. Did not. Harrison Armstrong on the right wing.
No, I didn't expect that.
And Jake Brien at right. I mean, I actually didn't expect. I'm going to be stupid. I didn't expect it.
Seeing McNeil's performance against Leeds, he probably thought about Tom King on right wing.
Well, let's go back to him then. There's another brain dead decision. Why the hell does he keep playing him at right? Oh, that was funny though. The Leeds game. That's the best moment in the new stadium ever. When McNeil shit out of that 80-20 in his favour. And it felt like Goodison, didn't it? The first time, I was like, fucking you, Sorry. And they had to drag him off at half-time. In the house. They had to drag him off at half-time at that. That was... Couldn't show his face again. That was an absolute disgrace.
I'll have to play someone out there who would do it. Personally, I said, we had to just put Patterson in, because where he put Patterson for the second half against Leeds, he was all right.
I'd have tried the £45 million right winger that we bought at right wing.
He won't though, will he? Although he did put
but away from home, he's done half decent. I wouldn't play him at home. He looks like a terrified puppy at home. But away from home, the shackles seem a little bit off. He seems a little bit...
Personally, I'd have had Ashley in there, but...
You didn't even have him on the bench. So it's mental, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, you could have set up with a back three, wing backs. Well, he done that against Leeds in the second half. It worked.
Go and look at the positions he didn't. He basically looked like he did, and then just played 4-3-3. Patterson was right wing. If you look at it, Patterson was right wing, wasn't he? We never had three at the back ever.
No, I think it was three at the back. It was Bramthwaite, Tarkowski,
no,
and O'Brien.
No, them, but they weren't in the three. O'Brien was right
we
back,
were attacking,
and then he was two when we had Michelenko.
No, I think Michelenko played quite high. He's just shite. He didn't want to pass in the ball.
Him in front of me.
So it's bossed over it. It's like watching kids football. They get the ball and they go, "Oh no, not you."
Yeah. Somewhere else. The thing is, look, that's overly negative, I feel. I feel there's loads of great points in it, and I agree with most of it, but we do have to sort of step back and go, okay, well, he's spinning it round. But you're right, this is what David Moyes is. The bits, for me, that I just go, is the O'Brien thing back in at right back. That just frustrated me. Him and Tarkowski have done really well at centre-back. We've one goal in the Premier League or something we've conceded when they've been centre-back. If Brandtwaite's fit, absolutely put him in there because he's the best centre-back. So
Rolls-Royce,
he comes in and he's unbelievable. He's just unbelievable.
When he come on against Leeds, best player on the pitch like that.
Saturday, he's playing bloody left-back and you're looking at go, he's never flustered. It's unbelievable. But them two were doing well, so leave them there.
Yeah.
Right, like you said. that annoys me, playing. I know Brien, all right, well, he'll play right back then with the balance. The Asnu things annoyed me because he came on against Sunderland and everyone was like, got a player that can run.
Yeah.
What's going on here? And he's like making things
That's
happen.
why he's not allowed to play.
And then he's nowhere. And you go, come on, Davey. Like Leeds with 10 minutes to go.
He's crying out for it.
Mikalenko, like you said, the players had stopped passing to him.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
He's mad though,
Branthwaite twice in front of me, looked at him and sort of went,
nah.
No. And our goal come because Branthwaite refused to pass to him. He had the ball, Mikalenko's in loads of space, he looked and just sort of went, nah, you're all right. He turned back in and switched the play. And we went bump, and we score from it.
Some of the balls he played,
it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Cutting 5 players out with a pass. But that annoys me, the thing with Aston. It's like, just throw him on for 10 minutes. I don't care if your plan is to let him go. I don't have an issue with it. If you see him every day and you go, he's a left back and he's not strong enough right now, in my opinion, to be our left back.
And he probably isn't.
No problem with that. But right now, when we're needing something, have him as a 10-minute sub. To
as
just
a wing back,
imagine.
That's where you would think.
If you'd have put him on, the whole place would have gone up again. He'd have got it and ran at Leeds, wouldn't he?
And protected by Branthwaite.
And Branthwaite's protecting him. So it's not even like you go, we're going to leave the back door open. And it's them kind of things that annoys me. The dribbling stuff, although I must admit, when he comes on, at home, I understand why he doesn't play.
Absolute abomination at home. Like, forget his age, forget this or whatever. He can still run. I'm not bothered what he does with the ball. The lad strolls around the pitch at home.
I still would.
But away from home, looks so different.
Would have him over.
Of course.
Because he plays on the right.
Well, because Dwight can't run either. And not the future. So, of course you would.
So there are those moments with Moyes, and it does wind you up because you do go, you're doing a great job. Doing a really good job. It could become a great job if you took the shackles off.
And that was him the first time round as well.
No,
that's what he is.
He's done a brilliant job the first time round with no money. And he's got money now, so it's all on him. But he is pushing us to where we want to be. We're 3 points off a bloody European.
No, he is.
Or whatever it is.
He is, but it's almost by the league default as opposed to...
I don't think it's by default. I think it's gaining points. Because the other managers couldn't do it, could they? Ancelotti had a great squad and won 2 in 10 at the end and cost us Europe when I would have backed Martinez to get us Europe from that position, and that's saying something. You know, Frank hit the wall, Deitch hit the wall after about 3 months.
Yeah, but they haven't got the players he's got now. Nowhere near. Deitch hasn't got the players that we've got now.
He had some good players. He didn't play them.
Well, not as good as
we would have had. Okay, but he did turn down Ekatike.
No, that's another thing. Yeah, that's another thing.
It's true.
Together. Yeah,
2 players who walk into Everton side, he said they weren't good enough, both of them. Ryan Turkey, not good enough. Ekatike, looks all right to me. Cost 90 million quid. Didn't want either of them.
Yeah.
You know, the amounts of players...
No, I'm not saying who he turned down, but I'm saying who he had.
Laughed at him when he was interested is a thing, do you know what I mean? But the thing is, Moyes just kicked it on. And the question will be, because the owners and all that will want it to keep going forward. It's that, if you can just take the shackles off a little bit, go after some teams. And that might help. Listen, Tariq George looks like he's having a medical right now, so therefore it'll be announced later and we'll get him in, barring any last minute hitches. He's someone who is direct. He can play right side, left side. He can play through the middle if you wanted to switch it up and have something different. I can't see Moyes ever doing that because he'll want the bigger plays, but he can go through the middle. And he sort of gives Everton something different than what they've got. You know, we've had Jack Grealish, who slows them, is amazing. Love Jack. But he slows the game down. And Jai slows the game down because he wants to dribble. And Dibbling slows the game down. And McNeil's just slow, isn't he? But no, but they played Dwight on the wrong side anyway.
Doesn't matter.
The lad hasn't got a chance.
You need to be politicalised. He's just crapping. So let's.
Well, what I'm saying is, even though but he's got a great left foot. He has got a really good left foot.
Give him the best opportunity.
But give him the chance then.
But this is what I find.
But we don't. We just stick him on the other side.
Another thing, you put him on the right, and Dyer's played all season on the right. Just played in the AFCON on the right.
On the right, and we put him on the left.
And then put the fella that's on the left on it. But anyway,
but it gives us something we haven't got, which is someone who is direct, wants to be the full back and get balls into the box and wants to shoot.
Yeah.
So on that note, it ticks boxes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That we don't have.
I mean, I'm not going to profess to know much about it, or if anything, about, if I'm going to be honest, about the lad. But in terms of the attributes that he seems to have, the first thing, it would just be so refreshing to sign a player who's fast. Because it's, like you say, other teams will are a threat against us, certainly when we're playing at home, just with pace, not quality players, they're just fast. Yeah. So having that pace will at least give the opposition something to think about. But also as well, from a numbers perspective, we do need it with Grealish being out now for the season. Because although you look at the bench at the weekend, you think, oh, it looks out. Again, you're only a couple of injuries, suspensions away from going, hang on, what do we do again? Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to be a good sign. Question is sort of, if you know, because I haven't seen it reported anyway, does anyone know what the option to buy fee is?
No,
it's not reported anywhere, is it?
But apparently it's a decent price, apparently. So he's 20 on Wednesday, so he's a great age.
Yeah.
The fact Everton have got that option to buy is positive.
An option to buy is class, isn't it? It's the best way.
And the fact the lad's open to the option to buy is positive as well.
Yeah.
And Everton have to. These are the plays Everton have to get.
Yeah.
We have to get into City for some of these lads as well.
Yeah.
The ones that are in and around their squad, who you look and go, he's got loads of talent. Let's become. Because right now, I want us to be Arsenal and teams like that where players go, my destination is there, I want to go there.
Yeah.
We ain't there.
Yeah.
We're trying to turn people's heads from a team that's battling relegation to a team that's going that way. And you have to create that perception. And I also think that's why this is an important signing. He's at Chelsea, big club, gritted teeth, but they've done brilliant over the last 25 years. They're a top club that way. And we've got a lad who's in and around. He's not getting on a lot.
But also another young lad as well.
But he's a good player. And he's looking like, I'll go there then. And it keeps that perception.
And it dispels the myth that Moyes doesn't play young players, because that's the one thing I will massively defend him on, is that, this thing, if he doesn't play Harrison Armstrong, he'll play a young player if he thinks they're right, if they're up to it. It's simple as that. If they're up to it, he'll play him.
There's no sort. I'm like that with Dibbling.
There's something
where
up with it,
I'd like him to play Tyler a bit more. I would. I'd like him to take a chance on him a little bit. And you're right, when he had to play.
It's when it's McNeil in it is the problem.
But it's if you're playing a player who, I mean, Dwight McNeil didn't get off the bench on Saturday.
Right,
and he's been starting games. No, what I'm saying is he wasn't getting a second because the manager made his mind up on him.
Yeah.
So, Dibbling, you have to then move yourself away from David Moyes for a sec. Even I do think he can still be blamed a bit for it, and go, what's the lad not doing then? Because the lad, it's not his age, because the lad's played, he must have played, I know he's hardly played for us, but he's still notched up appearances.
Yeah.
I imagine he's up to at least 40 Premier League appearances.
It's got to be,
So that's not someone who doesn't know how to play in the Premier League. So what's he not doing? Is it the track and back? Like you said, sometimes he walks. But I've seen him away at Forest putting a right good shift in when we won, and he put a great shift in at Burnley. In fact, he was excellent at Burnley.
Yeah.
So he's got the talent, the kid. I still think
the talent's unquestionable. I think that's,
so therefore you've got
something in his head, isn't it?
Right, well, come on, then you've got to do that. Just put the blocks together then and go, what aren't I doing that's getting me in this team? Like you said, Harrison Armstrong. Lad's come back from on loan at Preston. Has been in the team for every game.
Yeah. Well, I put out a tweet basically saying, like, and obviously now it's come out, he's not going back to Preston, but I put out a tweet before that come out saying, if Harrison Armstrong goes back to Preston, that's mad, because he's playing right wing ahead of a lad who's a right winger who's the same age, so surely he should be the other right winger that's going out on loan.
But Carlo would do something like that though. Ancelotti does things like that where he'd look for a game and go, we need protection on that side. I'm not playing this attacking player. I'm playing this player instead.
But would you?
And I don't mind that for games. For the odd game, I don't mind that. If Dibbling would have played against Leeds, and done quite well, and Everton won, some people won't agree with this, but managers do. The best managers have always done it.
Yeah.
And then we were going to Brighton, and he's gone, we'll be too exposed with him. And to get this result today, Harrison Armstrong's gonna play there.
Yeah.
Do we? I'm sure you've done it on a kid's level with some games going, he's good, but or whatever. But I've certainly been part of teams that it's happened.
Yeah, of course.
We're playing this way today.
Yeah, there's tactical changes.
Okay, course, and managers do it. Great managers. Tinker. Moisey. I'm with you. But give the lad the opportunity to do it. But the lad's got to do his bit.
So I would say what it looks like, and again, none of us know. It's all just conjecture, isn't it? Because we can say Moyes should do this, and we don't know what's happening. But from an outside looking in, it looked like to me that the opportunities early on in the season is where Moyes failed for me. Whereas there was opportunities in games for 10, 15 minutes to get him on, get him introduced, blah, blah, blah. Certainly when all the better players were there and fit and energy and stuff like that, and he could have been involved in it. Once that sort of passed and the squad's gone threadbare and he still had very few opportunities, that's when you go, yeah, it's on you, kid, isn't it? Like it just is. Because, I mean, like you say, it's nothing to do with age, because Harrison Armstrong just literally just debunks that myth. But we're not going to, and obviously because the size of the squad, we wouldn't. But Diblin feels like he maybe needs to go out on loan, because if he's not going to get any opportunity to play, then how's he going to develop?
He's played 50 Premier League games, or been involved in 50.
Yeah.
Because
he's probably started, about 35, something like that?
35, 36. So it's not like he's inexperienced and he doesn't deserve a go. So he's got to do his bit now.
I think. See, for me, I was saying to my mate yesterday that, and I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think he's going to make it as an Everton player, and it's not through ability.
Dibbling? Oh,
and it's not through ability; it's through mentality. I don't think he's got the mentality unless Moyes can do something with him. He'll end up being a good footballer, but he'll end up playing for Fulham or someone like that. Someone where there's no. He performed well for Southampton when they were relegated in October. There was no pressure. Fans would just resign to it. You just turn up, you play. The shackles are off. They clap. You go home. Whatever. Our fans are so much more demanding than I think a lot of players realise until they come. We have a demand, probably the standard of the teams challenging for trophies, despite the fact that we're not. And I think a lot of players are shocked by it when they come. I think a lot of players that don't do well at Everton, where they've done well elsewhere, and they come to us and you go, wow, why hasn't it worked? I think we're a very, very different type of club to play for than others. And I don't know whether Diblin's quite got the minerals for it. That's what it feels like. Again, I hope I'm wrong. I'm not quite. I advocated signing him. I've seen him at Southampton in that cup game, like everyone else did, and went that. But I mean, we weren't even linked with him at the time. Obviously, it was months and months ago, and you sat there and went, "Wow, he's some talent." You know, like he absolutely bossed that game. And I thought, yeah, he's going to be a superb signing coming in. The fact of the lack of game time. Not even starting games or whatever, just a lack of bringing them on and saying, is a worry as to what the overall problem is. It's not football. He can play football. The kid can play football. It's obvious. So what is it? There's something, and that's obviously none of us know. And that's what worries me, because the comments he uses about Harrison Armstrong, you know, tactically he can take on board. Yeah. He's got the aggressiveness, the way, and he has. He's a scouser, isn't he? Like, without, do you know what I mean? I'm going to alienate some, but he's not like this Southern fairy, is he? You know, like he's got that grit and determination to come in. Whereas is Diblin just a little bit nicey, I don't know. But it just feels like he could end up being like a good player for like I say, a Fulham or a Bournemouth or someone where they play nice football, they get beat, whatever. The fans just go home and doesn't bother them. Whereas ours, it's our heads fall off till we next play, isn't it? And that's the reality of it. We live and breathe it. Some of these other clubs, well, that's it.
It's a big club.
Some of these other clubs, it's not the be and end all.
He's got to come to terms with being at a big club on the demand.
But it starts by running. See, that's what I can never grasp with some players. Is like, if you're a Seamus Coleman, I'm sure he had his arm around him probably and gone, mate, when you get on that pitch at Hill Dickinson, just run your bollocks off. Honestly, if you're coming on for 10 minutes, you only have to run for 10 minutes. Yeah. And these will get behind you. They will get behind you.
He just needs a moment, I think. He needs a moment, whether it's a goal or an assist, just to pick his head up.
Or a challenge. Like Jude.
No, but for himself. The fans will for a challenge, absolutely.
But even like Jude Biol had said, didn't he? Come out and said, and it was just like, but that's why I feel like if he come on and chased and pressed and put a tackle in and pressed and won a corner off nowhere. So just people will believe. But there's nothing to see at Hill Dickinson. If you watch him at Hill Dickinson, he's been a disgrace. He really has.
Well, I think some games he's done all right. But others he's been miles off it.
But away, the games he's had away from home,
done all right, yeah.
He's done solid,
Even Saturday, he was all right. He was doing the work on Saturday. He did that work at home.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it?
We'll see. Listen, I personally think he'll be a good player.
Here's another mad one for you.
He'll have to settle for him to be a good player.
We're unbelievable away from home. Our home doesn't feel like home. So why aren't we good? It's like an away game, isn't it?
Because I think...
Why don't we just pretend it's an away game? Should we change dressing rooms or something?
Caught between the two things, aren't we? But
It's
caught
mad,
between wanting to be on the front foot and being good enough to be on the front foot. I think that's where we're caught.
No, I totally agree, yeah.
I think away we just go, do whatever.
Low block.
Imagine Everton having no attempts at goal in the first half of Hill Dickinson. No, but even...
I don't think we did against Leeds, did we?
We had a... Oh, no, actually, we had one. I think we had one.
Yeah, right at the end.
Right, and that was grim. And the groans are there in the moment, and hence why they were booed off.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that every week. Where away from home, they won't care.
Yeah.
Like on Saturday, we went to Brighton, didn't have our XG was 0.00 at half time. We didn't have a single attempt at goal, which is, for me, is an embarrassment, right? But then the second half, they come out and they have more shots than Brighton in the end.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, at home, it's got to be 20 attempts at goal every game.
Yeah.
I don't care if they're flying into the south stand, it gets the crowd going.
But the way we're functioning, although we're, like you say, it's that court between us, I suppose.
We're neither here nor there with what we do.
Because we're playing on the halfway line. The defence haven't got the pace to cope. But we're playing on the halfway line, all we're doing is going side to side, side to side. It's like watching Martinez football. Yeah. It's like, because there's no pace, there's no width.
Our fans feel like, they never speak for everyone, can you? But our fans feel like they respond to fast football and
most fans do.
Shots. I think we want to be on the edge of our seat, and that can just be attacking quickly. But when we slow the game down and go like that, people start groaning or sitting back, and then it goes quiet.
But even more so because we haven't got the technical ability to do it either. It never works that we prize anyone open from it. You know it's not going to work, so you just sit there going, waiting for them to nick it off us and run through and score. But like, what's strange is that Moyes' first time round and at West Ham was about getting it wide, getting his band, getting crosses. You know, it was like...
maybe that'll be the next thing. Don't forget, this squad he took over was ridiculously unbalanced. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was a ridiculous squad.
Yeah.
You know, and some of that's Dyche's fault, but other it was put on Dyche as well.
Yeah.
He inherited a ridiculously unbalanced squad. So did Lampard.
Yeah.
Because we had a good balanced squad, and then we started having to sell everyone.
Yeah,
we were literally... We're like a better version of what Wolves are now. We had everything cut away from us, so we started falling down the league.
Yeah.
Because everything we had that was creative was sold.
Yeah.
Or left. So the next minute, you know, Sean Dyche turns up and he's like, well, all right, we'll have to just make do with what I've got.
Yeah.
And then you go on to Moyes, and Moyes turns up, and then you're like, no fullback. Where's all the fullback?
But that's what
where's the pace?
But that's what frustrates. See, that's where I can't quite get on board is... I understand.
And Rafa started this, by the way.
Of course, yeah. I understand that trying to sign a striker in this current climate is difficult to find the right one and where we are in the league. And trying to find wingers that can be creative or midfielders. Signing a fullback, I'm not having it. Honestly, I'm not having it.
No, I know, but
they're just excuses.
I think you just need to let it play out.
Well, we have to, but it's just another year of your life wasted while we wait for next.
Not of Everton getting Euro. Because it doesn't matter.
Well, we probably won't because we're going to fall just short because
we haven't. I look at everybody around us.
I want to see us bringing a fullback in. It's absolutely...
I look at everyone around us and go, you're all like us.
I just
Only we're better defensively than all of you.
We'll see. I mean, I hope you're right, obviously.
Everton
but
might
I just
nick it. Right? They might nick it.
If all we bring in today's Tyler George and Tyrese George, whatever his name is, then I just don't. I don't see. You can't. You need fullbacks in the Premier League. You can't create anything.
Arsenal play with 4 centre backs.
Yeah, but it's
what I'm saying.
Well, they do, but they're also.
I wouldn't rule anything out. People rule things out dead quick.
No, but Arsenal play with four centre backs, but are exceptional at set plays.
Oh, I know.
And we're crap at them. But they don't score from open play.
And they're going to win the league.
No, because the league's shite.
But that's why we've got a chance. And don't forget things like. You know,
but how do you not bring in a fullback?
City will put Newcastle to bed in that second leg, so therefore
will they though?
Newcastle,
Jesus Christ!
Well,
yeah, suppose
they are terrible.
City,
terrible side. They'll thingy. So therefore, the league, the European places go down another place then.
Yeah. What do you think it'll end at? 8th?
9.
Will it?
Okay. I think it will.
We'll have a chance.
A team in the top 3 or 4 will win the FA Cup because they're too good for everybody else.
Yeah.
In fact, Liverpool will probably win the FA Cup, something like that. And they'll finish high up, so that'll drop.
Yeah, if it goes tonight, we have a chance.
If Forest or Villa, particularly Villa, not so much Forest, don't win the Europa League.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And if Palace don't win the Conference League, they'll kick themselves because they're by far the best team in it.
Yeah, but they're getting gutted, aren't they?
I know, depends what. Yeah, but they've got it. If they try and last Strand Larsen today, which they will, they've got Strand Larsen.
Yeah, but if
Brennan
goes out,
I know, but they're still gonna. They still should have.
No, but they're getting worse, though, aren't they?
They are getting worse.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to get at. Is that?
But it
we'd rather have Mateta or
Larsen. It could end up 8th, maybe 9th, right?
Yeah.
And Everton won't be too far away from that. I'm not saying he will get Europe. They mightn't. But if Everton finished 10th,
no, if it goes down to 9th,
but if Everton finished 10th, you'd go, well, that's a big leap forward from where it was. Money,
I wouldn't.
Prize, I would. We were relegated with Dykes last year.
No, but where did we finish last year? 12th?
13th. But
3 places.
In
a shite
league. I know.
No, I wouldn't say that's massive. I'd say like
I'd say
that's par.
It's progress, and we go.
I'd say that's par with the squad that he had.
We'll see. I said 55 points. I'd be all right with, and we're on course for that. So it is frustrating.
I feel like he's on par, but I don't think he's done anything exceptional.
I'm with you. It's absolutely frustrating because with 2 more wins, we'd be bloody Champions League contenders. Not that we should be, and we're good enough to be, but that's where we were, which would then embed us in the rest of the European places. And we're not. We're on the fringes because we haven't been able to win games. And you're absolutely spot on.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, a lot of the stuff's been taken out of his hands with the injuries, the suspensions, the AFCON or whatever. But again, part of my frustration is not necessarily on him per se, but is how you don't bring him forward. I honestly, I know you have all these super scouts and this and that, and signing a player apparently it's the hardest thing to do in the world, but people do them in 24 hours on deadline day. But it's signing a right back or a left back. I'm not having the easiest job in football. So I'm
2 points off Europe at the moment in 7th, which is Brentford, and they got a 4-2 swing yesterday, but that's what you need.
Though with 10 men.
Oh yeah. And we're 9th on goal difference from Fulham. They've done it on goals scored, haven't they? Rather than
we got
alphabetical order like these, because both got the same.
Oh, is it?
-1, both of us, and we played them at the weekend, so opportunity to beat them at the weekend. And get back in there. So we're right in the mix. Whether we'll stay there, God knows. We've got tough games, and you don't know. But there's 14 games to go. Can Everton win 6 of them, 5 of them? 6 of them.
Can.
If Everton won 6 of them, that'd be 52 points. That still leaves 8 other games, 4 defeats and 4 draws. Puts us on 56 points. That might just fall short for Europe, but who knows? Because everyone else has.
I was going to say this year maybe
so
not.
You couldn't say. But what we've got to do is make sure we're doing our bit and go for it. But the summertime will be the one. The summer, they better be ready with flying full.
Well, this is the last one. I'm checking out after this summer. If they don't do it this summer, I'm done. Because what's the point of wasting your life just every year? All I ever hear is, but wait till the summer, wait till...
Do you know what's mad?
Been waiting till the summer for 35 years.
Do you know what's crazy? And you might go, loads of points, but there's 13 points between 2nd and Everton. In my head, in February, for a team that is in a title race still, we're normally like 20, 30 points behind.
Yeah.
It feels like that. Yeah. And 13, given the amount of points we've blown, doesn't seem crazy to me.
Yeah. I think that's where the frustration comes for me. I think is that
City have lost 3 less games than us, and they're 2nd. I think they've also won.
I think it was with Business with Blaine that I was listening to when you were talking about like obviously building into next season, and you were saying like obviously but the opportunities there now. And that's what's frustrating me. Exactly. So we will. I'm pretty confident we'll be a better team next season, but will the opportunity? No,
you are right to say that.
It's highly unlikely because this is
This is a mad.
I was going to say it can't be as bad as this, but it can.
This could be the way the league goes.
It's just dire, isn't it?
So Tyreek George, listen, I think it's a good Saka, evil Saka he's called.
No, he does look like he does.
It's like evil Saka, doesn't he? That's what they say. But I think it's a good sign because I think it gives us something different than what we got, and I'm a big fan of that. I think we need that up front as well. I think we need another striker who's different to the.
Look, if he's got pace, I'm in. I'm
direct.
Sold.
I don't know whether he's going to be in any 100-meter sprint teams because he's just a sprinter. But he's got a trick. He can go right and left, can play all over the front 3.
So you're telling me he's not? Is he fast?
Go. When you look at him compared to our players,
forget that our player. Is he fast?
I haven't got sat down and had the clock on him and watched them sprint, have I?
Find out for us, James. Is he fast? When I looked on FIFA, he wasn't fast.
Don't use FIFA, because FIFA
Okay, well, I'm asking you.
FIFA has Brantwaite.
I'm asking you. You're the man.
Pace, and Brantwaite's
you're the scout.
Faster, way faster. Anyway, that's good.
If he's got pace, I'm in. If he hasn't, then we've just got another slow winger that we've got loads of.
He isn't slow. He's not slow. Elsewhere in the transfer deadlines, come on, open. This has gone full Everton, doesn't want to open. Elsewhere in the Premier League, Strand Larsen to Wolves, to Palace. Leeds wanted him, won't pay the money. I'm trying to say. They've said
got a brain.
Not paying 50 million quid, no chance for a lad that's got one goal all season. But he's a good player. He's a decent player.
No, the season before,
last season he looked really good. But Palace are bringing him in because Jean-Philippe Mateta's off to Milan. Although I've just seen Juventus and monitoring that in case that doesn't happen.
Looking at Morata again,
and he's got the greatest agent in world footballing.
He's at Como at the minute, isn't he, though?
Yeah, he scored the weekend.
Just stay at Como.
Yeah.
What a place to live. When I went there last year, it was unbelievable. What a place that is.
Gorgeous.
It's unbelievable.
You just stay there, wouldn't you?
I tell you what, though, he's some manager, Fabregas. They play some nice football.
He's doing brilliantly, isn't he?
The sixth. Just think when we were into... When footy was good, you'd never heard of Como. You used to hear them.
I remember watching a documentary on them. Must have been 5 years ago now, maybe. It was on DAZN, brilliant 6-part or 4-part it was. And he was just a tiny Italian club and it was all crumbling. An American bought them at the time. Not a billionaire, but he bought them and was like, want to try and make the ground better and try and get them up a bit. And it was dead interesting. The ground he went in and he were like looking at the showers were falling.
He's on DAZN, is it? I'll have to watch
I will find it.
Yeah.
Como, I can't remember what it's called. But put Como documentary. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it.
And you look at it and it shows like the grounds right on Lake Como.
Yeah, it's right
gorgeous.
On the lake, yeah.
It's just gorgeous.
Below the mountains.
And when you look at what they are now, they've done a fantastic
No. And he played good football. He's done well. I'm surprised he hasn't been snapped up. Fabregas somewhere.
I thought Chelsea would get him. But Rossini's doing a great job there. So. And I hope they give him a chance then, because he's rather than just
been in him after 10 minutes.
He is funny seeing him saying his kids send him memes of Will out the in-betweeners.
Yeah,
and all that.
He does look like him, and he's got the glasses.
See, when he's talking, he sounds like him as well, doesn't he? But he's done a great job. I was mad on Saturday. It's the first time they've ever come from 2-0 down at half-time to win a Premier League game.
Is it, yeah? Yeah.
When you think of everything he
won,
that's a mad stat, isn't it? What did you make? I don't know whether you've seen any of the fracas at the end of it.
No, well, it's a bit on Twitter and stuff.
So what was mad, right?
What was mad for me was that Traore plays for West Ham. I had no idea.
Well, he wanted Traore. He went last week, didn't he?
I had no idea he played for West Ham.
Week, fully baby oiled up.
Yeah.
You
seen him getting a bicep.
Came on. He's absolute garbage, the kid. He's garbage.
Yeah, he's fast though, isn't he?
No, he's fast, but he's garbage, right? But he come on. So I'm watching it, and the game's petering out, and he comes on and goes down the right wing, doesn't he? And West Ham have been great in the first half. And gets down the right wing, throws Cucurella into next week. So then
I like him more already.
João Pedro goes over and shoves him, shoves him. And then he goes off. But then then Tadibo comes over and grabs him by the throat and looks like he's about to eat him and squeeze him. His eyes were everywhere. Tadibo looked like he'd been on a night out. Ketted off his head.
Yeah.
And you think, well, he's gone because he's got to. He can't do that. But Mavropanos decides to slap João Pedro in the face and then tries to bite the back of his head and has his head in the back of him, walking him. So I'm thinking he's gone. He's got to go.
Yeah.
There's no way he can stay on the pitch. And then it's all going off and people are throwing dirt and all that. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, Michael Keane got sent off for pulling someone's hair like that. And Mavropanos, so they sent Tadibo off because they got it. They had no choice, even though they still sent soft shite to the screen to look at it.
Yeah.
Right, so he's gone. And Mavropanos gets away with it. And I'm looking, thinking, this isn't even real anymore, football. It's just not real.
It's not.
The lad has literally slapped someone in the face, put his head in the back of him, tried to sort of bite the back of his... It's dead weird what he's doing. It's the worst...
Sounds very Suarez.
It's the worst chat-up thing I've ever seen in my life. It's proper madness. And they just let him get away with it. Because even Gary Neville on the thing's going, there's 2 or 3 reds here, no problem for West Ham. One, that's it. It's like, how can you look, and VAR were looking at it, so how can you look at it and go, Michael Keane jumped, and I said, you know, he did have hold of it. I understand, whatever. How is that a red card? And you can slap someone in the face, put them, have your head in them.
Take a chunk out.
Looks like you're about to bite them or something. Walk him away with your head in the back of his head, which is really aggressive, and you don't even get a booking for it. But you can get sent off for jumping with someone's head.
You know, watching the footy with Joe will go, was that a foul? And I just got Joe, and she thinks I'm just being like, just to shut her up, going, I don't know. I genuinely don't know the rules anymore. I don't know. Did you see the Haaland one at the corner? And he chucked him on the floor.
No.
So,
but I believe, yeah.
So Tottenham had the corner, and one of the defenders, and I mean, he's got two arms on him, picks him up, throws him on the floor.
Yeah.
And the corner comes in, he's on the floor and whatever, and he's asking for the penalty. So then they checked with VAR and he said, it's not because the ball wasn't in play. Yeah, but your £100 million striker's lying on the floor. So he's got a disadvantage. They've got a disadvantage. So if it's because the ball's not in play, you may as well just headbutt someone or something like that. Just headbutt someone and just go, the ball's not in play. I don't get it. I don't get the rules. He's just launched them on the floor. And then the ball comes in and he's on the floor with the defender lying on top of him. So, and that's who they're aiming for. I just don't get the game. And have you seen their goal with what was a gay own goal? Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's amazing. So it's a gay own goal, right? So Gay's got the ball at his foot. Solanke just volleys the back of his foot. Yeah. He kicks the ball into the goal. And it's quite clearly a foul. Don't care whatever Sky say. It's quite clear. It's the most obvious. It's so obvious of a foul. Yeah. And then during the second half, they go, the goals panel have put that goal down for Solanke, so he's actually on a hat-trick now. It's like, he doesn't even touch the ball, Solanke. It's not like he boots him and then follows through and kicks the ball. He doesn't. Yeah. So you're like, are they even getting the way out of it by giving him the goal? And it was like, it's just
they make it up.
It's just WWE. Waste of time. Waste of time. When donuts are £6.50, it's all a waste of time.
There was a PGMOL roadshow the other week.
Fucking hell.
I know. And I couldn't go. But I wouldn't have been able to sit there.
I don't think you'd have been allowed in.
I wouldn't have been able to sit there with a straight face listening to Howard Webb try to defend anything. Yeah. Because I'd just say, you have ruined the game, mate, because you are an embarrassment. These fellas who you've got in the middle there, getting paid crazy amounts of money, and people sat with screens and not having a clue, making it up as they go along. Yeah. Because how anyone could look at the Mavropanos thing and not think that's a red card. The most violent conduct I've seen on a pitch for ages.
But it's just, to me, it's not that they're rubbish, it's that they're told.
No, they're told, yeah. Maybe that's it.
Because it can't be that bad. It can't be that bad.
It is mad, yeah. To think
telling you now, City, the last 6 weeks have been absolutely screwed, right? And they normally get the stuff their way, don't they? I'm telling you now, they've won that 115 charges. They've won that. And they won't release it. Yeah. And so they're making 1,000,000% they can't have City win the league this season.
It is mad.
They cannot have City win the league this season.
It's happened with us since we decided to have a go at the league.
Yeah.
We've got nothing.
Yeah.
Because one of my questions
to Howard... we did, yeah.
One of my questions to Howard Webb would have been, so you're telling me that it's January, middle of January, and Everton have been fouled once in the penalty area the whole season? Once.
To be fair, he'd probably say you've only been in the penalty area.
Well, yeah, he might say that, in all fairness. He'd say, well, you haven't been in. But yeah. No, it's crazy. It is crazy.
No, it's like,
it's like wrestling, isn't it?
No, it is. That's what it feels like. And then you just, I don't know.
But it is transfer deadline day. So.
Do you reckon anyone else coming in?
For Everton, there's a thing going on about Genoa want Nathan Patterson, but Brook Norton-Cuffy's not. He think he wants to stay where he is until the summer, over game time. Because who knows, he might.
Yeah, because he knows he'll be behind Big Jake.
Going, I could go to Everton, but I'm going, isn't Everton's right back coming here? Because there's a big centre-back that plays there, so he might be thinking,
yeah, I'll be sat on the bench to play behind.
But I don't know, I mean...
Just so Michael Keane.
The problem is, well, not the problem, the thing is, there's 6 hours to go. 6 hours and 2 minutes till everyone's got to get the deal sheet.
So when the door slams shut.
Yeah, you got to have your deal sheet in at that moment, and then you have to take 2 hours to ratify it or whatever. Things can happen 3 hours before opportunities, because players do get nervous and go, actually, I don't want to stay. I want to go and play. Yeah. Or clubs will go. I've just seen Sunderland are letting a Dringer go. Only bought him for 21 million in August. He's going to Monaco. which is mad.
Crazy, isn't it?
Which is mad.
Who's going out the door for us then? Asnu.
Looks like Asnu will go.
Getting Forrester to do us a favour, coming from McNeil.
Well, that was the big story on Sunday morning. At Forest were getting Dwight McNeil, wasn't it? But I don't know whether the manager will look and go, well, okay, George is coming in, but is that for Grealish? How short are we going to be if McNeil goes? If they think they're not going to be that short because Armstrong looks like he might well stay, then he might let Dwight McNeil go. Patterson's a weird one because he's been playing, but I know Nathan.
If we don't bring a right back in, you can't let Patterson go.
Well, I think he probably wants to.
No, I know he'll want to. Of course he will. Jesus Christ. Like I say, even when he plays well, he can't stay in the team. So, of course, you're going to want to go. But, like, we surely can't let him go in your hat. I mean, I'll just check out then if we end January without an actual
It's a shame.
Go worse.
Blue Mike on the super chat said Monday was crap. Then I saw this notification. Well, thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. We want a Mike rant, says Mike.
Oh, there'll be one.
There's already been a half rant, even though Everton didn't lose at the weekend and they're signing a player on deadline day. He still managed a little bit of a rant. So I think that you're getting full sort of value from Mike there. Ranting when there's not really a reason to rant. Dave Witch says, announce Boy George.
Announce Boy George, yeah.
We won't be yet, will we? We won't be doing it yet. Keith Scott says, happy, getting excited and optimistic, only to be let down massively today, guys. We won't. We'll be all right. Dan says he's rapid.
Is he?
George. Well, this is to Dan, so we'll see. Blue Jay says...
Did you have a look?
It says he's not explosive, but over distance he's quick.
If you look at him pick the ball up and run at defenders, then you look at ours, you go, bloody hell, he's like you said.
I don't want to compare anything against ours.
You have to. Don't you? Because that's what you see every week, your eyes. Maybe someone would go, Asnu's not quick, he's just... And then in that Sunderland game, he looked like Usain Bolt for us. I was like, you seen everyone go, who's this? This kid just got it and ran. Everyone was like, what?
It's like someone who's just invented fire. It was like,
that's what it was like.
Fucking pace.
Into the box. Even Sunderland were like, where have you got this fast lad from? You've been walking for 88 minutes.
Playing against slugs for 90 minutes.
Blue Jay says, afternoon, lads. I know very little about Tariq George. Does he have pace? Please tell me that he has pace. I didn't think much of the game at the weekend and thought we were lucky to get out with a point in the end. I wish Moyes would be a bit more positive in his tactics. Playing 4 centre-backs is nonsense and felt like a team going for a 0-0.
I agree with most of that, but I do think we deserved a draw over the course of the game. It was fortuitous in the way it ended, obviously, because it's last minute. But
don't forget, we probably should have been 2-0 up when they scored.
Yeah, so, they scored out of nothing, didn't they?
Yeah. Peter Finn says, Tariq George, why did he not go to Fulham? Because they couldn't agree. Personal terms, probably.
Might want to play for a big club.
Yeah. Sean says, hopefully see 1 or 2 coming in. Are we getting Messi on loan, says Andrew? Probably not. He's not quick enough. Steve B says, let's go after Wilson again now that Fulham have made the signing. I don't think they're going to let him go. I think they said there's absolutely 0 chance he's leaving this window. So... Dan says, I'm excited if we're getting George in, but I don't know why Moyes would play him over Dibbling. I really wish he'd show McNeil the door today. Play George and Dibbling on the wings. Play Illy in the middle.
No, I'd keep in Dyer on the right. I think he's been excellent on the right this season. But the Dibbling, like I say, we've already discussed that, haven't we? There's some bigger issue there just is. So he's not doing it for the manager, is he?
Right, we'll be back at 1:15. Someone else will be in the tier, so we'll see you in a bit.
Why are you not on it?